1, 2, 3. Dual Perspectives
805. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are the Dual Perspectives 805.
That's right.
Today we're talking about a few topics. Country music, old and new, including Dan and Shay and Shania Twain. Reading books. Then we're going to have a short sponsor break from JDK Minds.
JDK Minds, yeah.
Yes. And then we're going to have, we're talking about some bands on tour right now, what we think about those, and then social media in a whole, and some world news. Then we're going to wrap it up. But anyways, I just want to start off by saying hello. Welcome back. This is the second podcast now that we're going to have posted.
Number 2.
We're excited about that. We're excited to get this thing going. We've talked about it forever, but it just never happened.
I know. It is exciting to
but
really
now
actually be doing this.
Yeah.
And I just want to say I'm John, and I have the old school perspective.
And I'm Dylan, and I have the new school perspective. Anyways, so no updates currently right now. I mean, other than the fact that it's getting colder and we can actually finally do this because, oh my gosh, it was 1,000 degrees where we live.
The studio here was
it was
extremely hot.
Burning hot. I was dying,
melting,
actually. I
think you melted.
Yeah, I did. I melted, and then I had to, I
reformed. You reformed,
yeah.
and it came back to life.
All right, so anyways, let's start off with country music, old and new right now. So you want to start off? Or you want?
Well, I watched a show on Shania Twain.
Okay.
An older artist, I think she got big in the 80s through the 90s. She never really went away completely, but she has backed off. She had her time as an international star, and it's interesting to see how some of those stars sort of just retire, and other ones like Garth Brooks are still he just played in Dublin,
Yeah.
So what about some new country acts?
Well, Dan and Shay, I mean, they've been going strong. I mean, they're not exactly new either. I mean, they're probably not as old as Shania Twain, but they've been going strong for a little while now. It's crazy because the difference in the old music country, especially now, because now country music is more like, to me personally, like pop. It's not really like it's
pop
not really
rock country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like Shania Twain was more.
She started it.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah,
the pop
she was one
country.
of those artists. That crossed over more. You know, and it became.
Yeah, like
less twangy, less old school country, which I like. The old Hank Williams, Patsy Cline.
Oh yeah, music, I mean, I like I like that too. I like the Randy Travis and stuff like that. But I also enjoy like the newer country as well, like Dan and Shay, and I like Blake Shelton and he's Corbin East. I can't remember how it goes. Either way, one of the two. He's a guy. He's nice, cool guy.
Yeah,
definitely.
No, I didn't. Anyways, so when you're talking about country music, from my perspective, I see it the same way. It's evolved away from what it originally was, and it's taken on new form. Popularity, I think, has probably increased.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
With sales, but the authenticity, I think, is lost.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to write a country song. Find a couple of chords and talk about sad things or happy things, whatever. Either way, I mean, no, I'm not hating on the guys that do. I mean, it's not easy, you know what I'm saying, but it's also not difficult,
I think
in the sense.
In
my perspective, in my take on it.
And you're from a younger perspective.
For the newer perspective, it all kind of sounds the same. I feel like back then there was some change in it. It sounded a little different, and now I feel like it's all the same to me.
Well, I have to agree with you. It's starting to sound cookie cutter.
Yeah.
To get some authentic artists that aren't just contriving songs just to be
famous.
Country artists.
Or just be country, yeah. I feel like they look, the hat. Yeah. You have to have the boots.
Yeah.
And you have to have the guitar and the girls.
Do you like Miranda Lambert?
I do like Miranda Lambert, yeah. I do like some good music.
Tunes.
Yeah, it's not bad.
For me, it's more about the songs and the artist. Like, I like.
Yeah, I mean, and also, creating a song, like, it's like a lot about the lyrics now because, I mean, it's so hard to come up with new chords. I mean, how many chords can you really come up with? How many lyrics can you really come up with?
Melodies, too. They've been used and reused. Mm-hmm. But it's still open country.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Or maybe a pun was intended.
Yeah.
So we do intend puns here on the Dual Perspectives 805 podcast.
I try not to, but he does.
I'm the guy with the shirts and the puns.
Up next, we're going to be talking about reading books.
Well, it just came to light because I just went by the library here in Paso Robles and picked up some books. I like the music biographies because we're all about music, and picked up one on Levon Helm and the story of the band, which
No
I'm
idea
not
who that is, but
familiar with. Well, the band was Bob Dylan's backup band at one point,
okay.
but they were became their own entity. Great songs like "The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down."
Oh, I love that
Wait,
song. Yeah.
You know,
I didn't know that was them. Oh wow.
Cripple Creek, all those things.
Oh yeah.
And then the other one I got was called Gold Dust Woman. It's about Stevie Nicks' life.
Oh,
I started reading that. It's
I know who that
interesting.
is.
Of course, we know who she is. And the third one was about Johnny Cash. But, so I buy these. I don't buy them. I go to the library, get these books.
Good books, yeah.
And I'm reading more now, I think, than I have, probably because I have more time. But I'm just wondering, from a young perspective, how do you feel, your generation, about going to the library, taking up books, reading books? I mean, is that something you guys do?
I mean, last time I went to the library was with you, which was like 3 years ago, to get my library card. I've never once used it, by the way. I mean, I don't read books. So. I think it's because my generation is a lot more into our phones and like quick. Like, if we don't know how to spell something, we look it up on Google. We don't go in a dictionary and look up how to spell something. Back in your day was, it was, I have no idea how to spell that. Or so you just write it down. If you really don't know how to spell something, you just be like, all right, whatever, it doesn't really matter, not the big of a deal. But now we can everything's so quick access. So, I mean, I haven't read a book since I had to read a book in school, which, I mean, I have nothing against reading books. I enjoy it, but it's just my generation's so quick. Like we want something new now.
Well, you can read faster.
You could do that. But I could also just watch a YouTube video instead. And learn the same thing that I'm going to learn from that book.
Well, to some extent, yes.
But I mean, it's obviously different, because in my perspective, you hold something that you hold. It's a book, and it's something that's there, and that's the only thing there. Because if I'm on my phone, you get distracted easily. You see something else pop up.
It is more tangible. You're going to immerse yourself once you start reading that book.
Yeah, exactly.
In that story, you won't be thinking about other stories or anything.
Oh no, no, not at all. Yeah, no.
True.
Yeah. I find myself held there. Yeah.
Let us know. From a new perspective or an old perspective, what do you think?
Do you read books?
Do you like to read books?
And what books do you read?
I enjoy reading books.
Yeah.
I do need to wear my readers now to see them, but hey, it all works. All right,
so now we're going to take our short commercial break. We'll see you right after.
Oh, man, I got to get home. It's getting late. But, I better slow down. Look, that CHP. It's going to pull me over? Oh, no, he went by. Knock on wood. Glad I had my Lucky Auto wood with me so I can knock on wood. If you ever need to knock on wood and you're in your car, you better have one too. The Law, Lucky Auto Wood by JDK Mines. We're back.
Yeah.
All right. So don't forget to get yourself a Lucky Auto Wood.
Oh yeah, I love those.
You don't want to be stuck without one.
Oh yeah, you're sitting in your car and you don't know where to knock. What are you going to do?
You just avoided a ticket or an accident or something, and
that's lucky.
You got to knock on
auto wood.
Knock on wood. So yeah, that's a great product. So I wanted to also talk about the bands that are on tour right now. There's a lot of bands on tour.
Tons.
New bands, old bands.
Yeah. I mean, is there a point to where old bands should stop touring?
Well, some people like Grace Slick of the Jefferson Starship and Airplane feels that way. She's just doing art now. She's also a painter.
Yeah.
She says she doesn't want to see old people rocking out, but
I mean, I don't.
Mick and Keith and the gang, they're going to argue that
if you can still sing,
yeah,
and you can move,
you can get up, you can
and play and do what you can do. Then I don't see why not.
Well, they asked Willie Nelson if he's tired of singing on the road again.
Oh yeah.
And he said, when people start getting tired of hearing it,
then I'll
be tired of playing it. So I get that. That's his signature
truth.
song.
I mean, if it's still going good, then I don't see a problem with it, with what's going on.
What new bands are on tour right now that you would like?
That I would see?
Yeah.
Or, probably The Weeknd. My sister wanted to see Black Bear. That's one of the new artists. He does a lot more singy rap kind of stuff. He's not really a singer, so say, or just like just a rapper.
National tour, a world tour?
I think he's just doing a world tour. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure actually.
Just doing a world tour?
I mean, or a national tour. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. Well, he's going to be down in L.A. and that's where she wanted to see him. But I mean, I don't really want to go.
Crazy right now. You've got Elton John, Santana, Eric Clapton, Ringo Starr.
Ringo's like 80. This guy's still talking. I mean, we just saw Jackson Browne recently. He's 73.
Yeah.
It's like, crazy.
You've
This
got
guy's
Billy
still,
Joel on tour.
Yeah.
You got Billy Idol on
Yeah.
tour.
These guys are still touring.
All the Billies.
Yeah.
There any other Billies? Billy Goats.
It's just crazy to me. I mean, like, these guys are still touring.
Yeah.
And women as well. But it's
Right.
just like,
Oh, yeah. Joan Jett.
yeah, it's like, how crazy.
Joan's on a jet. She's flying.
On a jet plane?
Yeah. Leaving on a jet plane.
But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like to a point, like, wow. Like, I'm kind of in shock. Like, I never thought that these, you know.
At this day and age, at all those.
And they still sell out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Like,
that's
they
what I'm
still
wondering
sell
about, you know, when they do finally retire, who's going to fill the stadium?
Yeah.
How many new acts will it take? Is there any new acts that you can think of that you think
Oh, the Weeknd,
fill a
100%.
stadium?
I mean, Marky Bazzi, he filled the stadium multiple times. I saw it on his story or whatever on his Instagram. He fills.
He didn't even fill that small club we saw in Santa Cruz.
But I know. I think it's a Santa Cruz. It's such a small area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it's crazy. I know. I didn't even expect it because I looked on his thing. I was like, man, we went to see him in the perfect venue because I went to see him and he didn't. Yeah, and he didn't. He sold out every single other place that he was at, but the place we were at, he didn't sell out, which is crazy because that's like where he was. He's talking about how like that's where he was from and stuff.
His hometown,
which is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, who is gonna fill that void of the old? I think that's why the older guys still perform. And because of that feeling, that high that you get from like all those people clapping for you and yelling your name and we love you and you know all this stuff. Like I feel like I don't know if I was old, I think I'd still want to do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why. I mean, as long as you can still sing and you can still hold a crowd. I mean, I don't see why you can't do it.
Yeah, it is I don't know, I want to say an addiction, but you know, like
the high feeling is it is
even
a
local
addictive.
level when we play and we get a good response.
It's awesome. I mean, it makes you feel great, you know, and like you feel more into it because like you know you can just play a song and not really feel it or like not be that into the emotion part of it, but you can. You know, you can still play it. But then, like, if people are actually listening and caring and clapping and actually understanding and paying attention, then it makes you want to play better and want to hold that emotion better. To me personally,
brings the passion to
it
a
does,
higher level.
Way higher level. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we did kind of update on bands on tour right now and around the world.
Up next, I wanted to talk about how you felt about social media right now.
Okay, from the old school perspective on social media, I think that it's a complete paradox.
Yeah.
It's a great tool for all the various reasons.
Yeah.
And also it's just broken down, you know, true human communication, I think, where people, you know, would talk more and you could express themselves better and, you know, and then all the negative things that come from it, whether it's, you know, all the catfish and whatever. All those different things.
So bad right now.
People, you know, are definitely. But from my perspective, you know, since we didn't have that, you know, it's nice to be able to be in contact with people that you wouldn't normally be in contact with.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, if we didn't have social media, I mean, you would be in contact with people because you're obviously from Pennsylvania, so you wouldn't be able to contact people from Pennsylvania.
Just with the telephone.
Yeah, and before that, back then it was one telephone in a home, and you had to. That was it. You got
with
all your
long
calls in
distance
there.
bill.
Yeah, and that too.
If
now
you
we
call
don't
out
have
of
that.
state,
yeah. Well, now actually, if you still call out of a country,
well, that's
then there's the bill, and they're international. Yeah, I didn't know that because my girlfriend has a friend that lives outside of.
I have a buddy in Zimbabwe that I call over there.
No,
and,
you don't. Don't lie.
I've never been to Zimbabwe.
That'd be cool.
For the record.
I actually just watched a documentary on Zimbabwe. It's pretty.
No, you didn't.
It's pretty intense. I did. Seriously.
Yeah,
I did. I'm not even lying. I'm actually being honest. Yeah. I don't lie like somebody
spell
over here.
Zimbabwe?
ZIM. I can't spell Zimbabwe. ZIMBOB.
It's like VAEWI.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah. So that's kind of. I feel like my take on social media right now is kind of the same thing. I mean, it is a paradox, but I feel like it's such an awesome thing to have the ability to communicate with people that, you know, I wouldn't be able to communicate with if I didn't have it. But it also is like, you know, it breaks people down to their truest form because they get that, like, you know, people hide behind it, I feel like is a problem. And I noticed that a lot of the newer generation, especially mine, were so stuck behind that screen.
Sure. Whether it's a fake photograph that's
photoshopped,
filtered,
or whatever.
Yeah,
and then also the thing too though is that now with Photoshop and stuff like that, it's so heavily used, like girls expect to look like that.
And people always, you know, a lot of times, whether it's, you know, probably not so much on Twitter, but definitely on Instagram, Facebook. It's like everything's going great. We had a wonderful weekend with our friends.
But and then in the background, really, it's awful.
Yeah, they're about to split up.
Yeah.
The kid got sick and puked all over, whatever. And
I mean, but that's the funny part is that a lot of people don't post real.
Right.
It's most of it's just fake. Yeah. They're trying to make themselves look like, well, we're really high class people, blah blah, but really they live in a horrible house or whatever, and their house is dirty.
Just phony.
Yeah,
that's
it's all phony. That's the problem.
I mean, one day
with it for me personally, but like also though, I really enjoy the fact that I can post my pictures out for people, and they can. And same thing with this. Like this is social media technically,
right.
where we're posting. This is a social media platform, So it's nice because then we can.
We're able to come into your house
anybody,
and connect with you.
and anybody can listen to us.
Right.
I mean, you can be in Zimbabwe and watch what we're doing.
That's right.
I mean,
so
I don't know
if you're in Zimbabwe and you like us,
awesome.
Let us know.
Yeah.
One day it was 112 and degrees not too long ago, and I got out of the vehicle and I stepped on a banana that was baked in the parking lot.
What?
And it squished. And
it made you think of Zimbabwe?
Yeah. Well, I took a picture of it because that was real. That was posted real.
Yeah.
And someone said, "Oh, you killed a banana," and I said, "No, it was already dead."
Wow.
When I stepped.
You killing bananas now?
No, I just stepped on a dead banana. I didn't kill the banana.
Oh, okay, all right, nice.
But that's posted real.
Yeah.
There's no filtering on that. No. It was just a squished black banana baked in the parking lot.
You posted that
on it? Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And why not? Some people I feel like should post more real. I mean, I'm nosy. I feel like I like to see like if something's happening on the side of the road, like I look, and like I feel like I'm gonna get I feel like I'm gonna get in a car accident because I'm like so zoned in. I'm like, ooh, got someone got in a car accident. Ooh, how bad is it? I feel like a lot of people are like that. So like I feel like the people are like sometimes very nosy on social medias. And I feel like that's why people post a lot of fake phony stuff because people are.
They want to make their life seem more exciting,
and it's not
smoother.
It's really
than
not.
It is.
I watched this video
Life's
and it
was
this guy and he was showing that you can get like likes and follows and stuff just by posting. Like he posted fake pictures. Yeah. That's all he posted, and he was like,
where's it going to get him in life?
Nowhere. But it was like, but it was a cool experience because it was just him showing like, yeah, it wasn't like him actually doing it for real.
I see.
But it was him showing that it's fake.
Right.
None of it's real. Like don't be so. Girls and like guys will get so upset about what people say about to them on social media, and it's like you don't have to be mad or upset about it.
That's right.
It's just life.
And another thing about social media, and from my perspective, is that you can look into like world news.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
What's going on around the planet,
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And whether maybe there is a problem in Zimbabwe. And,
yeah, I'm about to say well, did you
pencil shortage? Or there was a pencil shortage.
Stop. No, I looked down and saw that.
There could be a pencil shortage.
Not a pencil shortage.
In Great Britain.
Well, recently, I'm just kidding.
Well, let's see. Nationally, the railroads were going to strike, and they diverted it, I guess.
Yep.
And internationally, we have the Queen.
Yep.
She finally bit the dust.
Yeah, after a long time of being there.
And a lot of people coming out against the whole monarchy now again, saying, not my king, get rid of it. Yeah. What's the point?
Really? Well, I mean, to be fair, there really, and from my perspective, in my generation, there really is no point. I mean, the parliament runs everything, which is basically their government.
Prime minister.
Yeah, but which is primarily the whole thing, and there's no.
Talk about phony. It's just for looks, they want to make them.
They don't do anything. I mean, especially now, they really don't do anything.
A lot of money and gold. They sit on the royal. Yeah. That's basically what they do.
And they get paid a bunch of money for doing nothing. I mean, but we're also not from Great Britain.
Well, what's going on? They had the whole the war thing.
Yeah.
I try not to follow that anymore.
It's just sad. It's just sad. I mean, I saw a video again on it. Well, they were talking about these laser guns they have for drones, for taking on drones in Ukraine, and I guess the actual gun comes out of Ukraine, and like they were talking about it, and I was like, how sad is that? Yeah. Like Russia is literally pushing these people and trying to force them to be part of what they are, and that's another thing too is like think of how downplayed this war is being. Like think about it. Like and when it first happened, everyone was like all about Ukraine. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what's going to go down?
It's like on the third page of the paper now.
Yeah, and now no one cares.
Yeah.
And it's like same thing with like I feel like a lot with like school shootings and stuff, like especially with us. There's so many school shootings in the US that literally like they're just so downplayed now. Like it doesn't even happen.
What other world news is going on? You got England with the Queen, Ukraine with the war, Zimbabwe. We don't know.
Yeah, we got to look that
let
up.
us know. What's going on.
I would say
Zimbabwe.
let us know what's going on with Zimbabwe.
In South America, just drug cartels as usual.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, that's just
I'm not sure. We did have there was a hurricane hit Baja, came up, gave us some rain.
Oh yeah, that was nice. It's still going to give us some rain too.
Well, that's a new low coming in from the north now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sprinkle on us.
Thank goodness.
Atlantic. Well, we're back to the United States, but there's wasn't there a storm in Japan or something like that?
Probably. There usually is a big tsunami or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Earthquake. There's an earthquake in Indonesia or something.
Oh wow.
Where was it?
Must have been a bad one.
6.6. I think it was in Japan.
We haven't had an earthquake here in a long time. At least something that was actually.
Where's your lucky auto wood?
I know, really.
Yeah.
At least that what we know of,
Yeah. Yeah, they're going on all the time. We don't feel them.
No, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
We're right by the San Andreas fault, folks, and the Osgre over here by the nuclear power plant. So
hopefully everything works out. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. It's a nice aspect of life. I enjoy it. Anyway, so I think that's gonna do it today for the Perspectives 805 podcast. I had a lot of fun talking with you, Dad.
I love hearing your perspective,
Dylan,
on
nice
things.
It
really opens up my mind. For fathers and sons and mothers and daughters and people of all ages and all backgrounds to listen to the other person's perspective and understand it and make us all closer.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So we'll see you later.
Yep, absolutely. Right. Thank you so much. Not the hand gestures. You're killing me. Please subscribe, comment what you want us to talk about. We'd appreciate that a lot. These first few ones we want to get a little head on, so we're going to record a couple of them and then post them primarily as it goes.
We're going to put them out once a week.
Yeah, once a week. I'm thinking every Wednesday or Thursday, one of those days. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, day, whatever time it is for you. Like, comment, subscribe. Laters. Dual Perspective 805 out.